Welcome to FX Options University, recorded live at the International Securities Exchange, the world's largest equity options exchange. Join the industry's top trading professionals as they provide insight and strategies for trading in the currency markets using FX options. FX options are a low-risk alternative to hedging currency moves in any market condition.
I promised to show you a couple more experts that are in the program since I'm talking about the expert advisor. So I want to kind of attach the ones that we've put together around different types of methodologies. These ones we put together more as educational. So I'll show you what I mean. Let me go ahead and click on the candlesticks pattern here. I'll go ahead and click on close. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually also change my charts to candles since we're looking at candlesticks here. So what I'm going to do, the easiest way to change something in MetaStock is just double click on it. I'm going to go ahead and change that down to candlesticks. Click on apply. And actually let's be a little bit funner. If it's an up day, let's do green, and if it's a down day, let's do red. I'll go ahead and apply that to the chart. Okay. And so what this one's doing here, this expert advisor, is actually telling you, and if I zoom all the way out on the chart, it's going to get very, very kind of fuzzy because it's actually identifying on the chart about 32 different candle patterns. So if I move my expert commentary to the very last bar, you'll notice that there's not a pattern that's formed on this yet today. But it'll tell us a white body occurred because prices closed higher than they opened. During the past 10 bars, there have been 4 white candles, 5 black candles for a net of 1 black candle during the past 50 bars. So it's just doing a candle count. There's nothing really that important that it's going to say to us in that particular perspective. But if I move my chart back to, or if I move the commentary back 2 days to this doji star, it's going to tell us, it still does our candle count for us. It's going to tell us that a doji star occurred. This is a gap above or below the previous candle. This often signals a reversal with confirmation occurring on the next bar. So we've had a big den trend, and what it's saying is if the prices start to go the other direction, well, we'd want to go ahead and get bullish. That didn't actually happen here. A gravestone doji occurred. This often signifies a top. The longer the upper shadow, the more bearish the signal. Okay. If I come back to this big black candle, which happened kind of in the middle of this downtrend, it's going to tell us exactly what a big black candle is. This is bearish as prices close significantly lower than they opened. The candle appears where prices are high. The long black candle adds credibility to the resistance. If a candle appears as prices break below a support area, the long black candle confirms the failure of that support area. Then it does your candle count. In addition, it's going to tell you that there's another pattern on there called a falling window. So on this particular bar alone, we got 2 bearish indications that this particular stock or this particular instrument was going to continue to go down. So that's the part of the expert advisor that we call the commentary. And it's designed really to give you trade alerts. It's designed to tell you, like if you have a system applied that gives you stop losses and exits, it's going to tell you exactly how to manage those exits. And it's definitely one of the parts of the program that I wanted to talk about a little bit today because system testing is important, but this will help you apply what you've done with that particular system test. We have about 15 minutes left. So let's move on just a little bit and go a little bit quicker. I want to talk about one of our last tools, okay? And that is what we call the Explorer in MetaStock. So right here we've got an exploration. An Explorer basically allows you to do a scan of the market. And it allows you to find buy and sell signals. It allows you to rank instruments based on which would be the most went down with the most amount of volume. Those type of scans would be in there. What I'm going to come down here and do is I'm going to show you how to run a scan, based on that MS11 Connors RSI. So let's say we didn't have a trade, which we didn't have a current trade, but we really like that particular methodology that we use, and how would we go ahead and run a scan for that? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and find it on my chart. It's going to be under MS because it's MS11 Connors RSI. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on Explore. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add securities. Now, because we're talking about ISC options today, let's go ahead and scan those 11. So I'm just going to select all of these instruments here. We'll go ahead and click on Open, and we'll just run a quick scan against all of the ISE instruments that I saved off. So we're going to go ahead and run that scan. And we probably won't actually get a hit on this because there's only about 10 instruments. But if we did have, actually we did get a hit. I take it back. So if we opened up ISE Swiss franc right now, let's do that. Open the chart. Go ahead and click on Close. Close. Here's the chart of the the Swiss franc. If I go into the Expert Advisor and I attach that MS11, it should give us buy and sell conditions for the Connors RSI system. So go ahead and click on Close. And there we go. Here's the buy signal. Okay. This buy signal was generated, and if we were trading it, we'd put a stop loss at about $88.62. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and close this, lower down this. But I'd obviously want to go back. Obviously, there's a lot of choices that are available in MetaStock. I'd probably want to go in and perform a system test on this particular Swiss franc FX versus the Connors RSI to see if it even works first. But there would be a good trading opportunity for just an ISE pair. And I could take a look on the chart, and I could take a look exactly how the buys and sells actually stuck in there. This last one was good, but I don't think this is something that I'd trade on the Swiss franc, just looking at it. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes left. Let's go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing and just kind of talk to you a little bit more about MetaStock. I put together a pretty good offer for you to, okay, very good. You guys should be able to see my PowerPoint again. Frank says, I hope you show a special FX plugin and what it does. Sorry, Fran, not today. Not today. Although a lot of the systems called Pound FX in MetaStock, I show one called the FX pattern system that works really, really well on a 30 or a 60-minute chart. If you have MetaStock, I hope you take a look at it. If not, we'll give you a special to offer it. The list had trade managers for FX trade. Why not show these? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next point here. These are the FX systems that we're talking about. This one right here, Fran, would be the one you wanted to play with. It's pretty cool for FX. It's one of my favorite. And this one, the multiple time frame systems. And unfortunately, we won't be talking specifically about those today, but maybe next time. There's a little bit of a write-up of how they're used. Again, guys, I just want to talk a little bit about, and this is one of the times I've actually done a pretty good job of staying in time. MetaStock itself, we're obviously very, very proud of what we've done. We do a survey every year about our traders and how they're doing in the marketplace. And the last time we did the survey, one of the questions we asked to all of our users was, how well have you done? How good do your trades show in the market? 84% of our traders actually said that they were at least somewhat successful. The categories were not successful, somewhat successful, and very successful. And there was like 5 categories, but somewhat successful or better, 84% fell in that category. So we're very happy with that. We've also been blessed. We've been rated #1 in our price category for 17 years in a row. MetaStock Pro has been the winner for 6 years in a row. Basically, a very, very good software, a very, very good toolbox. What I want to do, basically, this is some free things that you'll get if you buy MetaStock. Okay, I want to make it really easy for you to try MetaStock today. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide. We have a leased version of MetaStock where you can kind of buy it on a monthly basis to see how well it's going to work for you. I have the different versions that are listed in their monthly cost right here. So MetaStock 11 is basically $59. and that's all you pay every month. It's smarter to buy it. There's a purchase option that's available, but this is a good way for you to try it out, because if you're willing to buy 1 month of MetaStock 11, I'm going to give you 3 months. MetaStock Pro, that's the version that'll work with FX. It'll work with anything in North and South America if that's what you're interested in. We also have a package that includes Europe, Asia, Middle East, and we have in Africa. So you can subscribe to whatever data you want. FX is included with all of the data packages. And with that one, it's $235 a month. Again, it's cheaper to buy it, but a good way to try it is if you buy 1 month, I'll give you 2 months for free. So it's a good way to try it for 3 months. If it works well for you, you've lowered your cost of entry by about 1/3, and you can always choose to buy it at a later point. Okay. Now, if you want just FX, okay, keep in mind MetaStock Pro has FX in it. It has all of the FX tools that I kind of briefly talked about. But if you want just FX, it's $178 per month. And again, I'll allow you to buy 1 month. I'll give you 2 months for free as part of that subscription. Okay, and that'll give you 3 months to evaluate it. If at that point you feel like it's going to help you make money, then you can go ahead and purchase the software. This is a very, very low-risk way to actually try it out for 3 months. And during that time frame, you should be able to get really, really comfortable with the MetaStock Pro. We do have a version of MetaStock that works with eSignal if you use eSignal for data. I'd recommend you go with one for our data feed because it's Reuters data, and then you don't get much better than that. But it's normally $1,700, and if you want to try that, it would be $15.95 instead of $16.95. And we'll give you a money-back guarantee. It's just a one-time charge since you're not getting data from us. Okay? To take advantage of that buy 1 month, get 2 months free, looks like we have a bit of different, we have a little bit of a different slide in the middle there, which we'll go back to. But if you want to take advantage of that, or if you want to get some information of MetaStock sent to you for free, or if you just want to talk about some of the questions, can MetaStock do this for me? Call our sales guys. The number for that is 800-252-9901, and mention the ISE webinar. You can also drop us an email at sales@equus.com, and we'd be happy to answer questions you have. We do have a bit of a free info kit that you can order as well, but I'd recommend with the discounts on the monthly subscription, you just give it a shot and see how well it works for you. It'll give you, like I said, 3 months to evaluate it. Now to talk a little bit about the trading resources that are new from ISE. They've done a really good job of putting together some FX news and commentary, trade alerts. They're doing all kinds of really cool podcasts. I just have your name as ISE webinar. So do you want to come in and just kind of introduce this site and tell people how to get it?
Sure thing. Hi, this is Katrina over at ISE.
Hi,
So
Katrina.
like Jeff mentioned, we have a full list of available currency pairs. We have a huge variety of educational resources available on fxoptions.com if you're interested. Especially the trade alerts, I think, are something that people might be interested in. They're timely recommendations based on what's going on in the FX markets right now. And those are free. You can sign up. You can receive them on an ongoing basis, and they're pretty great. So also, we have updated webinar information there, so you can check back frequently to see what's up next on the FX webinar schedule. So yeah. So we just wanted to thank Jeffrey for sharing his insights today. Thanks to all of you guys for joining us. If you want to learn more about ISE FX options, make sure to visit www.fxoptions.com.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me. And everybody that came today, thank you very much for your time and your attendance. I hope it was worthwhile for you. It's a bit of a new show, a new class for me. It's not like the RMO that I do probably 6 or 7 times a week, but I hope it was helpful, and especially for those of you that are using MetaStock, it's a great tool. Hopefully it was helpful for you to understand what system testing is and what it can do for you. For those of you that don't have MetaStock, you should certainly take care of that and at least try it, because again, 85% of our traders make money. It's rated #1 for a reason, and that's because of the system testing tools, which we talked about today, but it's also the news and the quality of information and the fundamentals. And if you have a specific interest in MetaStock, or if you have a specific interest in trading successfully with really, really good tools, go ahead and give it a try for 3 months and see exactly if it'll work for you. So thanks again, guys, and I appreciate your time today.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you back next week.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. Get trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary. Visit www.fxoptions.com. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.